very unusual start to this year's hurricane season. In January, we had a hurricane that formed. So this is where the storm originated, right in the Bahamas. And then it tracked eastward, and east-northeastward, and then it went southeastward because there's a high-pressure system here. Oh, there's a low-pressure system here, I'm sorry. So there was an upper-level low here, and the system went around the upper-level low, as it was funneled southward, it went into an area of unusually warm waters in January. Yeah, and it briefly gained tropical status. Initially, became a subtropical storm here. The models were even hinting that it might actually become partly tropical at the time. When this system was forming here, they were already saying it had a chance of becoming tropical when it was all the way out here. And so they were monitoring the system the whole time as it went north of Bermuda. Then it gained hurricane strength, still extratropical. See the little white dots here, the blue dots here, not very noticeable, but so this is light blue, this is white. So, and then as it moved even further southward to around 25 degrees north, and encountered some warm waters, and so it gained subtropical storm status, became subtropical storm Alex, and it went right into hurricane strength. I mean, it went right from extra subtropical to right to hurricane. I mean, I've never seen that happen before, where it went right from being extra subtropical to hurricane, and then it made landfall in the Azores as a tropical storm, as a fully fledged tropical storm, and then became extratropical as it moved north of the Azores and then affected Greenland as it went around the upper level low. It was by now, I think, a very cold core storm, a lot of rain, snow, and wind here. But this is the furthest north a hurricane has formed east of 30 degrees west. So north of 30 degrees and west of 60 degrees. And east of 30 degrees west. Never has happened before, ever. Like, there's never been a hurricane that formed this far north or east during any time, during any hurricane season, even in the summer. So that is extremely unusual, and it's even more unusual that it happened in the winter. And we're already having we're still having a current tropical system. What is it called? Bonnie. So Bonnie, of course, formed here as a tropical disturbance. Became a tropical depression here. Then became a tropical storm right before landfall. And then it became extratropical, or became non-tropical, became an invest, and then once again became Bonnie. It became tropical storm Bonnie. Even though they're not showing it right now, Bonnie is actually now here as a tropical depression. So it briefly became a tropical storm. So that means it's going to become turquoise again, light blue from light blue to turquoise. So it was. I think it started as a tropical. So here it was a tropical depression, and then became tropical storm right before landfall here. It actually became a depression just before landfall, and it actually meanders right near Charleston. So yeah, now it's about here right now. It's moving southeastward. And now we have another system we have to watch. And this is future Colin. So this is where the low is right now. So this is what the current low looks like. It looks pretty disorganized, but has a good chance of developing. So what am I thinking for this hurricane season? It's going to be very active, and I'm going to show you why. So we have unusually warm waters right now in the Atlantic. And cooler waters in the Pacific. So right now, this is what the ocean temperatures look like. Warm in the Atlantic, cooler in the Pacific. Very conducive for tropical development, especially since we're already going to have a third name system before June 18th, which is, I've never seen that happen before, not in the last 20 years at least. So what am I thinking for this year for hurricanes? For name storms, I'm thinking 16 to 20 name storms. That's what I'm thinking now. I was initially thinking 16 to 18, but I'm now bumping it up from 16 to 8, between 16 and 20 name storms. Noah's thinking 10 to 16. I'm thinking 16 to 20. However, I may have to refine that forecast because of the some of the cool waters coming in from the North Atlantic, from the melting polar sea ice, cooling down the North Atlantic. However, I don't think that's going to be a major factor. More of a factor could be the Saharan air layer. So most of the development is going to occur west of 40 degrees, west longitude. I think most of the development is going to happen here to about here. So we're going to have a lot of development this year. Mostly in the Caribbean, in the Gulf, and off the East Coast. And maybe just east of the Leeward Islands. But I think that's where most of the development this year is going to occur, is right here. Where it usually occurs. But I think this year is going to be extra feisty because we're having a developing La Nina, which means you're going to have less wind shear that are going to tear apart the storms here. Sorry for the shakiness of this video. I'm probably going to fine-tune this forecast. I'm going to issue a more stable forecast sometime in the middle to latter part of June once the water temperatures become more stabilized. So this is out of June 2nd. I'm going to go to May 30th. See, there's a lot of cool waters here, and they're all filling up now. The waters are now becoming mostly warmer now. See, there's a little less blue now. And what goes off the coast of Africa is not that important right now, but it's going to be. See? See, it's all warm in this box here. Between 40 degrees longitude west and 20 degrees longitude west, and between the equator and 20 degrees north. So around 10 to 15 is where you have mostly tropical development. And now there's a little blue trying to form here. So, but last year, I'm going to show what it was like last year. And that's why it was not so active. Last year was really cool in the western part of the Atlantic. I'm going to show you what I mean. Especially once we got into the beginning part of June. Look how cool the waters were here. I mean, look at this. The entire main development region was just cold. And let's go into like beginning of July. Still very cold. I mean, look at this. You had an El Nino, you had cool Atlantic. Not very conducive for development. In August, same thing. Very chilly waters. It was a little warm here, but a lot of Saharan air layer, so. But this year is completely different. Look at this year now. I mean, the entire Atlantic is warm now. So, and it's probably going to get really warm, especially in the western. This looks like a lot like 2005. I'm going to show you 2012 now. Just going to show you, so I'm thinking 16 to 20 named storms. Beginning in June 2012. See, cool waters. And then, let me show you another year. 2011. The year we had Irene. Let's see what it looks like now. Almost the same. Almost the same. And let's go to the beginning of August. Different. So it's probably going to be a little warmer this year, so we're probably going to have a little more active in 2011. 2010, we had that scare with Earl in 2010. And that's the year we've been having the ice storms. All the storms with the I have been bad. Ivan, Ike, Irene, Isaac. I mean, we've been having a lot of ice storms lately, so. Oh yeah, this is May 3rd. Let's go to the beginning of August, beginning of June. Same time we are now. Okay, this is Pacific. So we're kind of having almost the same type of setup as 2010. Only difference is you're not having any of the cool waters here, so it's all warm now. And the waters are a little warmer since we're having more of we're transitioning from a powerful El Nino to a La Nina. So this is in the middle of a La Nina. So the water temperature is about the same as 2010, especially in the main development region. It's a little cooler though, but this part is more warmer. So what I'm thinking is it's going to be more like 2010, possibly. But the only difference is the pressure's going to be a little lower this year than 2010 because we're in the middle of some changes due to the El Nino transition to La Nina. It's usually the transition years that are the stormiest. 2005 was a transition year, I believe, from an El Nino to La Nina. It's going to January. Yeah, we were transitioning from a weak El Nino to a La Nina at the time. See, there's a little more blue forming. We're transitioning at the time. We were neither in an El Nino or La Nina. This is more of a neutral year. Okay, I was kind of fast. We were transitioning in 2005 from an El Nino to a La Nina. At the time, we were in a weak La Nina, see? And then in 2006, we entered an El Nino again. By April, we were entering a El Nino. Oh, by like June, I believe, or by September, entering a El Nino. Well, thank you for watching. So my prediction again is 16 to 20 named storms. Maybe hard to keep up with me a little bit because I'm speaking kind of fast. Just, I want to get a lot of words out before my phone dies. So yeah, 16 to 20 named storms. It's just my preliminary forecast. I'm not sure exactly how much we're going to get, but that's my feeling on this one. Well, thank you for watching. Bye.